Yeah, I mean, just for like the sake of the movie, do you want to like, I don't know, put some money down on this little game we're about to play?
Yeah, absolutely. I was actually thinking the same thing on the way over.
Oh yeah.
Things have been pretty good for me recently.
Oh,
How's
that's
like 125 G's?
$125,000, like in the movie?
Like in dollars, like in the movie. Yeah. You said like for the sake of the movie, you wanted to do it, so that makes sense, right?
I was thinking like a donut.
Oh yeah, I could go for a donut.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Sweet.
great.
Yeah, winner gets a donut.
And now, the Moving Screen Podcast with your host, standing in at 5'8" from the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, Richie Owen.
Welcome to the Moving Screen Podcast. It's a movie podcast where we talk about a movie while playing basketball. I'm Richie Owens, and this, like I just said, is a stupid idea for a podcast that I have created. Who knows how it's going? Who knows if it's listenable? I've said it before. I think it's going to be the most listened to unlistenable podcast in history. Maybe it'll be listenable. We don't know.
I think you got stiff competition on that.
I think I do too. Yeah, you're right.
There's some unlistenable popular podcasts.
I guess we'll see. We'll see after season 1 what happens. I'm breaking the show down to seasons. So the first 10 episodes are going to be about basketball movies, appropriately, because that's what we're going to play. And today we're talking about Uncut Gems with the host of the Authorized Podcast.
When you switch over to space movies, are you going to go to space, and is that going to be the format?
Yes, we're going to switch settings based on what movie it is. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to Silent.
Yeah, yeah, that'll be something.
That'll be really unlistenable. But Andrew Overbye, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thrilled to be here.
Yeah, so we're gonna start this podcast with a little shoot around, sort of shoot the shit, shoot around, find out.
You can't assume I know any term.
Cool.
Shoot around. It sounds like we're gonna shoot around.
We're just gonna be shooting some baskets.
Okay, great. This is maybe the ninth time.
Mess around.
Sorry to step on you.
No,
This is maybe the ninth time in my life I've held a basketball. So.
That was your leading right up to my next question, which is, what is your history with sports?
What is my history with sports? I hated sports so much as a child. And I was a very overweight child. And then I went to a high school where I had to play a sport every season. And so I got really into running.
What do you mean you had to play a sport?
Like I was raised at a private school.
Okay.
And so the expectation was I would go to that private school.
Yeah.
And I'm remembering dribbling. Dribbling's a part of the sport.
Yeah.
And the private school made it so that you were required to do a sport all 3 seasons.
Yeah.
And so
that's insane.
Yeah, it was insane. And I didn't want to learn any rules because I hated sports, so I just started running.
Running away from school?
Yeah, running away from school.
They were like, hey, you got to play a sport, and you just started running.
Yeah, and I mean, running, I'm not in running shape right now, but it did become like a 15-year obsession.
Yeah, that's what happened to a lot of kids, I feel like freshman year of high school, was like, oh, I just am going to join cross country, and then all of a sudden they were like the fastest kid in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it seems like so much fun.
Was it cross country specifically, or both?
I did track only to stay in shape for cross country, and so that final year, I just totally bailed on track. I was like, there's no reason to do this like rat in a maze bullshit, you know? I was out there for the scenery.
Yeah.
I still get sad on days like this, honestly, because if I was in running shape, this would be like a beautiful day.
Right. I was also on track, and I was just not very good.
What were your events?
I did. They always wanted me to run the 400 sprints, but I have athletic asthma.
Okay.
I think. I mean, I definitely have asthma.
Right.
I
What's the
don't know if
difference
it's
between
only seasonal.
asthma and athletic?
Just that I get it's really hard for me to breathe correctly.
Okay.
When I'm like
Gotcha.
playing a sport, at least for like a long distance. So
what'd you do?
I did
sports.
I did sprints, and I did like. They wanted me to do the 400, and I was like, I can't. Like that is too long for me, and I would be having to go too fast. If it was a distance,
You'd be
like,
dead.
I'd be dead if it was a full distance race. But if it was a distance paced 400,
Right.
I would have been probably really good, actually.
I think in my time on the track team, I think I did some distance-paced 400s. I don't think I was supposed to, but
yeah, I also I ran hurdles. I tried a different event every year.
should I try one of these?
Yeah, of course. This will come in handy when we play.
From my perspective, it looked
horse.
like it went in.
Yeah, and it from the camera it didn't go in, but
Okay, great. But you edit these.
I could, yeah.
Great.
I'll put in like a little swish, and that one went in.
Yeah,
I
unless
definitely-
we say otherwise, just for the listener.
Yeah.
It went in.
Correct. There are a lot of shots we just don't comment on. That one went in. But yeah, I tried all of like the different like fun events, that or ones that I was like, oh, it's like pole vaulting,
Yeah.
hurdles.
Fucking, what was it called?
triple jump?
Steeplechase?
No, they didn't have that.
No steeplechase?
That's a little too long.
I went on a bachelor party this weekend,
Nice.
and
Congrats.
it was in, thank you. My friends are very marriable. And it was in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania.
Uh-huh.
It was like a
Beautiful this time of
Olympic
year.
decathlon guy. And
Your friend is an Olympic decathlon
no,
guy?
the town was named for
Oh,
a
got
famous Olympic decathlon guy from like the 40s.
Got it.
I don't think I ever realized that a decathlon is 10 unrelated events. Like, you're not going, I'm running, I'm steeplechasing, I'm...
Right. It's like a triathlon, I know, is running, swimming, biking.
in a row.
Yes.
Right.
As one part of one race.
A decathlon is more of this, like, it's like a doctor is telling you that you're a good man. I observed everything you can do.
I mean, they named a city after him.
They named a city after him. It's a little insulting, though.
I feel like it's whoever finishes a decathlon gets a city named after them.
That's
Regardless
true. That's
of
true.
what they've
Most
done.
of Pennsylvania is just decathlon dudes.
So what? Why did you say it was like kind of an insult?
Oh, it's kind of an insult because his real name was Bright Path because he was a Native American athlete, and everyone in the history of his career was like, I of course won't respect that you're Native American. Can we come up with another name for you? Jim Thorpe, I guess.
That is like, that's insult. I feel like just that name is insulting, like regardless of the racist implications.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. If I heard my friend was engaged to a Jim Thorpe,
You're like,
I would-
no, don't do this. You're making the biggest mistake
I
of your
know,
life.
I know. I'd be like, I need to have several dinners to vet this guy.
It's like a rom-com, but you're not in love with the girl. You just don't want her to marry a guy named Jim Thorpe.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get somebody with a little more character in here.
It's like, I mean, obviously not as offensive, but
You're terrified, by the way, right?
what?
Just seeing this, you're terrified?
Yes, you're doing so good.
Okay, amazing.
Your form, everything. Listening to the Blank Check series about Buster Keaton.
I haven't started it.
You haven't started it?
I haven't started it.
I'm also reading the book.
Yeah, I've had the book for a while.
But Fatty Arbuckle, famous silent filmmaker, did not like being called Fatty.
Really?
Yeah, that was just, his name is Roscoe. So like, they made, in the book, Dana Stevens says like, his friends and family called him Roscoe, The only
Right.
time he was called Fatty was by his fans or the people who made his movies and named him Fatty.
Well, this is a little known fact, but it's only since about 2013 that you've been allowed to tell people that a nickname hurts your feelings. Before that, you just had to eat it.
I did have a friend in high school, because we had two friends named Chris, and
Oh, all right.
I had two friends named Chris, and one day, like the first time that we hung out with the two of them together, one of them was wearing a red shirt, and one of them was wearing a blue shirt.
Surely this will not impact them forever.
Well, there was a red Chris and a blue Chris. Red Chris slowly just became Chris.
Woo! Right back to me.
And Blue Chris became Blue. So we called him Blue forever. And one time at a party, I was like, "Do you like that we call you Blue?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "Okay." So I tried to call him Chris forever.
You know, it's the whole nicknaming culture, though, I think is a lack of a sense of humor, right?
Yeah.
It's like people being like, "I changed your name because I couldn't think of any real joke."
I've always been like, even if everybody calls someone by their last name, I'm gonna call them by their first name.
Right.
Yeah, just like, and if anyone was like, "Hey, Owens," I'd be like, "I'm Richie."
Yeah, well, with you, there's so many of you.
Yeah,
So many of you Owens boys.
that's true. There's also,
I think I'm ready for this. Ready?
Yeah, you gotta try
All right,
it.
here we go.
Oh, that was almost close.
Don't say anything. They'll think it's Swish.
That was almost close to missing. He made it. But yeah, I still get a lot of some dickies.
Sure.
Uh,
When did you assert that it was Richie, not Richard?
right away, because my grandpa was named Richard. He went by Rich.
Nice grandpa?
What?
Was it a nice grandpa?
Yes.
But still, it was like, I'm not an old man.
Yeah, I think they were just like, well, there's two of them. We can't call them both Rich.
Right.
So we'll call one of them Richie.
So are you straight up the third?
No.
Okay.
My mom's dad was Rich. My dad's dad was Hubert. And my dad wanted to name me Hubert because my grandpa died when my dad was 14. And my grandma said, "Jim, you can't do that to him."
You're not allowed to put that on a man.
Which now I think, if I have a kid, I'm not opposed to naming it Hubie.
I think that if you were Hubert, it would either do nothing to or help your comedy career.
That's true. But, and this is going to be one of the best segues of all time, Hubie is a great nickname. There's a movie called Hubie Halloween, starring one Adam Sandler.
Where could he possibly be going with this?
And Adam Sandler is the star of Uncut Gems, the movie that we were about to talk about. We're going to start talking about it, playing a little pickup game.
Okay, I love it.
So that's just a game to 10. First person to 10 wins.
Uh-huh.
If you make the shot, you gotta get the ball back.
Okay.
Make it, take it is what they say.
Wow.
Yeah, we're just going to. So we're going to play to 10.
Mm-hmm. Do you explain this to everyone, or is it just because of my ignorance?
I'm explaining it to everyone, and also I guess for the listener, they can't.
Yeah,
just
it's
be like,
super
we're gonna play
helpful for
pickup
me.
game.
Yeah.
Since you are the guest, I'll let you go first.
Fantastic.
And if I miss a shot, you have to grab it and take it back to the center, and then you can try to score.
In basketball, can I dribble with both hands? Is it done?
Like you can switch. Can you switch hands? Yes. Can you like pat it with both hands?
Not this.
No, that's a double
That
dribble.
doesn't even seem advantageous.
No. But that is what kids do, I think, before they learn. That they
Yeah, I
can
also
switch.
bowl like this. What's your problem?
Hey, that's fine if it works.
Are we trying to take the ball from each other and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay.
We can.
So make it take it means you could just rename this one Richie's ball.
We don't know about that. Ugh. So Uncut Gems 2019. What's your history with this movie?
So I was all in on the Safdie Brothers circa Good Time coming out in 2017. I went to see Good Time. I was drunk out of my mind.
Sorry, I had to check the ball.
Yeah, no problem. I don't know what that means.
When it's my turn, when it's my turn with the ball, I pass it to you. You just pass it right back to me. That's just like we're like agreeing that things are changing.
Oh, great! I was so behind on the rules. I missed it, so it's your ball.
Yes.
Great, I get it now.
Yeah, cool. Because it went out of bounds.
Wonderful. So anyway, I go to see Good Time in 2017. And had a drinking problem.
Sure.
Passed out in the theater. Didn't see the second half of the movie. Somehow, thought the first half was good enough that I went back to.
Oh, that's 1-0 me.
All right, I'm ready for the check.
There you go. At the check.
Yeah, I thought it was good enough that I went back and still saw the second half. Fucking loved it.
It is very, very, very good.
I spent 2.5 years of my life talking about Uncut Gems, a movie that didn't even have a trailer, to anyone that would listen to me. And yeah, it's by far my most anticipated movie of ever.
Did it live up to the hype?
Absolutely.
That's good.
The first time I saw it, Christmas Eve of 2019, I didn't really get it, like it, understand it.
Sure.
Went back to see it 2 days later, and I was like, this is the great American film depicting like modern rage and how we live in like a anger is currency culture.
That and like addiction.
Addiction for sure.
Oh my God. That's a 2-pointer.
I don't know if we can swear on this, but I will be.
Yeah, no, you have to swear if that's something like that happens.
You have to swear?
That's 3-0.
That's at least 3 swears too, so I think we're good.
Cool.
Yeah, I, as someone who used to drink a lot, if anyone listens to my podcast, they know I interpret every movie as an addiction allegory.
Sure.
But this one definitely
for sure.
is.
Norm Macdonald very famously said, gambling might be an addiction, but it's the only addiction where you can win a lot of money.
I need to check the ball, as they say.
Yes. Good boy.
Wow, feels good and powerful. Yeah, I think the thing I love about Uncut Gems is that it's an addiction film that never uses the cheap card of depicting why the addiction is materially destructive. He never, ever loses a bet.
No.
And the gem is truly magical.
I watched it and watched with the commentary, and they say Howie is the gem.
Howie is the gem. So it's like what's his name from Wonder Woman 1984 situation. I want to become the stone.
Yeah, it's exactly like Pedro Pascal in Wonder Woman 1984.
I don't
One of the best movies of all time.
I mean, I'll famously disagree with a director on what they think of their own film. But I don't know if I agree with that, because when the gem leaves his possession at the end of the movie, check, he loses his luck. So I don't know if I agree with that synopsis or that theory.
Yeah, I was curious about it. They definitely go into more explanation like at the end.
Yeah.
And kind of here's a check, blank check if you will.
Now you're checking balls every time you record an episode, so how many times have you used the blank check joke?
That's the first time.
Okay, great. I choose to believe you.
It's true. And of course, this podcast is brought to you by Metro Rail. There's no better and more affordable way than to get to the suburbs than by taking the Metro.
So what's the deal with that? Why'd you choose a basketball court with such a prime soundscape?
Because it's hidden, and I assumed that
your fans would be flocking.
Yeah. I just assumed that I would be able to find
a
court.
Ball, is it?
Yeah, well, you missed it, but it didn't go out of bounds. So.
Great. I have no idea what the rules are.
You
could tell me anything, and I'd go, that makes sense.
Yeah, and you know, of course, there's don't forget special shot. That's worth 100 points.
Yes, of course. But yeah, I think Gems is underappreciated for exactly the reason it's valuable, which is people went and saw the movie and they're like, what a silly thing. People are saying fuck so much and it's so whatever.
Yeah.
It's just this silly, screamy movie. But, woo!
That's 4-0.
I believe you. I think one of those numbers might remain the same.
I doubt it.
But the whole movie is just people like asserting that they are the most aggrieved of all the parties. So
I kind of,
go ahead.
Watching it this time, I kind of was like, is Lakeith Stanfield the real villain of this movie?
A little bit.
Because he, like, if he just gets that gem back to Howard, doesn't just ditch him in Philly.
Yeah.
Like, he gets it to the jeweler on time. It's like, he gets the appraisal done on time.
Well, yeah.
But ultimately, Howard is not a great man. I remember after this movie came out, I was talking to someone, and I was like, yeah, I've never, like, rooted for someone I hated so much.
Yes.
In a movie.
Yes, absolutely. Everyone looks down at the ball the whole time they're doing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
Yeah. And they were like, you were rooting for him? I was like, you can't enjoy that movie unless you are rooting for him.
Yeah, definitely. I think he never gets the full, I bet it all, I lost it all. And instead the movie shows you how betting it all at all, like, totally
Right.
releases your agency, right? And it's like wearing him down morally. Like, his life is in total shambles.
Oh my God.
That was incredible.
That's 6-0.
You should have taken that 125K bet.
Yeah, I really should have taken. Yeah, you're right. But maybe a donut will be worth it.
Yeah, I feel as though his total loss of control is like the movie really shows that it's independent of how the actual bets pan out.
Right.
Just because he's prioritized it above all else.
Yeah, that's like. I mean, that's the thing. I think they said he's the gem because he is just, like, pure. Like,
Yeah.
like, he's rough. Like, but he has, like, a specialness to him.
Well, he's himself 100%. That guy doesn't go into
Yeah.
2 rooms and act 2 different ways.
No. Yeah.
I also want to say the fact that this is my absolute favorite film, and I obviously don't understand a thing about basketball,
Yeah.
is a testament to its power.
They talked about that in the commentary because they were like, yeah, Julia Fox doesn't know anything about basketball or betting. So
they have her character constantly asking, "Did we just win?" and things
yeah,
like
they're
that.
like, oh, yeah. So, like, once we made sure that she understood what was happening, like, we were sure that, like, regular non-basketball, non-betting people would understand what was happening.
Definitely. Did they talk in the commentary about the Bogosian and the kidnapping scene?
They did.
Because that anecdote is fucking incredible.
Which anecdote?
The anecdote about how Sandler and the very unfamous guys roughing him up in the back are improvising, right?
Yeah.
And they're having a ton of fun, and they're being loud as shit. And Bogosian is like, hey, I understand you guys are clowning around, but some of us actually have lines to get out that drive the plot forward. And one of the Safdies says to him, this entire movie is about asserting that you are the important man.
Yeah.
And if you cannot be heard over these guys, you're failing the movie.
Yeah, they said, like, you have to say, like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which he does.
Which he does.
So this is my 4th watch of this movie ever.
Okay.
5 if you include commentary.
Uh-huh.
And this, for some reason, was the most stressful.
Well, because you knew you were going to be out-intellected, which is tough.
Out-intellected in which way?
By me right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think that was a big reason for it.
Presumably what I just did is illegal.
No.
Where you grab the ball with both hands and then keep dribbling.
Oh, yeah, that's a double dribble, but I think you're fine.
What's he going to do? Yeah. The Bogosian performance is unreal.
I didn't watch it. I meant to watch it for this sketch, for this show, but there was a SNL sketch.
Okay.
When Adam Sandler was young on the show, where he plays Eric Bogosian.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. In what context?
He's like boxing or something. It's like celebrity fights.
I think Bogosian more than anybody else.
7-0, I think.
Yeah. Just whatever you want it to be. It's that nothing. Bogosian, compared to everybody else, sells the I'm pretending to be the big dog thing so well.
Yeah. The reveal where...
Does grapevining help? Is that like a thing?
Yeah, sure does.
Okay, because like you don't know what I'm going to do next.
I sure don't.
Okay.
And you also have the really great defensive strategy of just letting me shoot.
I have to break the strategy of letting you shoot?
No, it's just like I think you're sort of calling card, like the Joker.
I love to let you shoot because I don't believe in you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm underestimated just like Howie.
Yeah. But the kidnapping scene, the way he's trying to be so terrifying and is being so terrifying, and the second to last shot of him in that is him looking sorrowful. And then without showing the transformation, they go back to him and he's back to terrifying. Mm-hmm. It's like that scared man is just underneath the surface, which I think is true of all of those guys.
Yes.
He's just the realest, like most human one, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he also like, it's pretty clear that once Howard, spoiler alert, wins the bet,
which, let's be clear, 3 bets in the movie. First bet we hear is the one from the trailer. You know, I want the Celtics to cover.
Yeah.
Second one
That's
we hear.
the stupidest fucking bet I ever heard.
It's the stupidest fucking bet I've ever got.
Yeah, I disagree.
I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one from New England who just, this movie hit on so many levels. My dad was listening to Mike Francesa for like my whole childhood, Mike the Mad Dog. And to have him show up in a sports betting movie, I don't know. I'm sure it connected a few people to their dead fathers.
Oh, for sure.
Do I have this, or is this the most prolonged ball check
you've
ever
ever
done? Okay,
yeah.
great. Yeah, the second bet, of course, is the one at the end. But there really is a hidden one at the beginning.
What's that?
He mailed $100,000 to Ethiopia.
You're right.
Just sort of.
And this podcast is brought to you by Metro. No better way to get to Crystal Lake, Illinois than by taking the Metro.
Yeah, no, it is good. And the windows are pretty large, which is nice.
And green.
And green. Although all transit has become unaffordable, but that's for another podcast. Whoa, is this dramatic that I just never shoot?
Yeah.
There's a clock in a real game, right?
There's a clock, yeah, and also I could be trying to take the ball from you, but I'm not.
Right. You can antagonize me.
Oh, I know.
You can just absolutely run me into the ground.
I think I'm antagonizing you by being nice and quiet about it.
Oh, wow, great. You think the video will speak for itself,
Yeah.
which it will.
But we also play horse after this, which is fun.
Great. Well, I'm going to totally turn it around there. You're going to be like, who is this guy? I think it's important, too, just a crucial thought about the movie I want to get out. It's important, too, that they show us what people see when they look into the gem.
Yeah.
For the viewer and for Sandler, it's this beautiful rainbow landscape. For Garnett, it's, images of black excellence and also strife.
Yes.
And you have this, right?
No, it's your ball.
Okay. I think there's something going on with how we've abstracted work away from what work really is, right? Like the people working in that movie are the professional NBA players. We're doing this sort of like backbreaking job, or of course the miners.
Yes.
And why do they show us that miner at the beginning with a broken leg? Because they want to show us that like real labor still exists in the world,
yeah.
And we all pretend we're doing it on our little computer jobs or whatever.
Right.
And the whole film is people saying the risk I'm taking, betting on people whose lives have real stakes,
yeah.
is real work,
yeah.
is equal to that original work.
I do bet. I have money on
I'm not anti-bet.
I have money on the Celtics game tonight.
Look, I'm not anti-bet.
No, I don't think.
But if you were like, my ass is on the line, or you could I'd be like, you put your ass on the line,
right? That'd be my job. I would love to be like in a comfortable enough spot that betting was my job.
Okay, it was close.
Also, like, They didn't mention it, but maybe I'm connecting it because of I just watched Space Jam.
Yeah.
But when Garnett looks into the opal, it like reminds me of Space Jam where they show like Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
At every instance of his like life.
Yeah.
And it's like.
Are you mixing up Space Jam and Air, or do they do it in both?
Do they do that in both? In Air? I haven't watched it yet.
At the end
it'll
of
be an
Air,
episode on this podcast.
At the end of Air, they do like an inspirational, this is where his life will go type of thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
This podcast, of course, is brought to you by Amtrak. No better way to take a 2-day trip, 48-hour trip to Seattle than by taking the Amtrak.
Yes, and you can, of course, rent out an entire car for yourself and take Amtrak in luxury, but it will bankrupt you and your mother will have to reverse mortgage, even if she's dead.
It's true. I really wanted a sleeping car, but instead I curled up between two seats when I went to
I'm not
Seattle.
even talking about sleeping cars, my friend. There's the sleeper things, and then there's the you have a car thing.
Really?
And that'll
A
bankrupt
sleeper's
the
already
Pope.
like a $1,500.
Yeah, it's upsetting.
So I can't imagine what a regular one would be.
But yeah, I
8.
don't think betting is inherently immoral. I just think that it embodies this thing about American life that like bosses are doing, that pretty much everyone is doing, which is no matter what position you're in, no matter if you put yourself there, everyone is going, I'm the most at risk, I'm the most aggrieved, and that makes me worthy of respect.
Right. It does feel silly to think of people like Kevin Garnett, any basketball player really, who gets paid to make a living.
Oh, I could like guard
shooting,
or something?
Shooting basketball.
Part of this is basketball. I forgot.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, it's like, oh yeah, it's like a goofy job, but then also I watched a clip of Kevin Garnett talking about guarding Nikola Jokic, who's the best basketball player in the world right now. And he was talking about it in such like a deep, like interesting way of how he would guard this guy that it like, one, made me appreciate like the mindset that these people have that I just can't comprehend. And also like made me upset that I can't watch Kevin Garnett play against Nikola Jokic.
I'm sure this was discussed on the commentary, but the Garnett casting, I'm only sidestepping the basketball stuff because I don't understand it. The Garnett casting is this incredible thing because they had that whole journey of it was almost some other guy.
It was almost Joel Embiid,
Oh, Embiid.
The current MVP of the National Basketball Association.
So not retired.
No, that was the reason that he
Yeah.
couldn't do it, was because shooting got pushed and to during the season and he couldn't take time off to film.
And if you, what am I trying to say? Embiid. Oh yeah, if you listen to an interview with these guys, they'll say that the reason it was so hard to find someone was because they needed someone who was retired, who had the time, but who still looked like they could be a current player.
Yeah.
Now, have you seen Lenny Cook, the Safdie Brothers?
No, but I just saw that movie existed today.
So, my joke when Uncut Gems came out was the Safdie Brothers. They made a movie about a shitty dad, they made a thriller, and they made an NBA movie. And now they made an NBA thriller about a shitty dad. But that movie, not to body shame Lenny Cook, but this guy almost was a star. And a lot of the movie is about him trying to make it in the NBA.
Yeah, I saw that like the tagline was like, he was more recruited than LeBron or something.
And they smash cut basically halfway through the movie to this guy being kind of sad and his life didn't go the way he wanted and having put on a lot of weight. And it sounds like that's the situation with a lot of retired players, is because they're on such an incredible athletic regimen, they're eating like crap, right?
Right.
And then the moment they stop, they just become a different person, right? You know?
Yeah.
So that's sort of interesting. I mean, the Garnett performance.
He's perfect. So Softies are big Celtics fans, or big Knicks fans. They hate the Celtics. When they met Kevin Garnett for the first time, Josh Safdie was like, hey, I just want to let you know I fucking hate you. I hate the Celtics. And he like listed a bunch of shit that he did that he didn't like.
Yeah.
And I think that really set them off on the right foot because, like, obviously, like, you have to, like, be able to joke about this stuff.
Holy gosh. Shit. Wow.
That's 9 points.
Oh, what are we
1 point
playing
away.
to?
10.
Oh, yeah, set point. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, next time we'll do tennis.
Is your video going to be all messed up because my camera's just like this?
Yeah, we'll
staring
see.
at the ball the whole time?
I've learned that I have to just, like, I like to avoid eye contact,
But you're basically the main camera for the pod.
Yes.
I see.
I feel bad that a lot of the first episode is me and then, like, the top of my friend Elsie's head. But that's why you go to patreon.com/moving screen. Pay $5 a month and get to watch the top of my friends' heads while we play basketball. It is worth it. I'll probably send merch and stuff too every month. But yeah, so like they can, and this podcast is brought to you by Amtrak Midwest. No better way to get across the Midwest than on an Amtrak. You can get a Connie's pizza that gets put in the microwave for a minute.
Or you can have the thing that happened to me. They woke me up one time. They woke me up. I was sleeping in a seat, and they were like, "Do you want a breakfast sandwich?" And I was like, "Yes." And then they came back to get the payment later. And I was like, I wouldn't have agreed. I didn't know the rules.
That is wild.
Yeah.
For the game. Yeah, Kevin Garnett.
That didn't go in.
That did not go in.
Okay, great.
Kevin Garnett never acted before.
Is he, let me throw this out here. Aside from the people who become actors as like a second career,
Yeah.
is he the best athlete performance in a film?
I can't think of anything that
He's
is
so damn convincing.
better. I guess Rick Fox.
I don't know who that is. What movie's that?
He was a Laker, and we're getting infiltrated.
I guess if I do full circles, you can get around pretty well. That's good to know. I only need to guard the front. I get it now. Of your body.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. So like, yeah, Rick Fox was a Lakers guy, and he's in Holes.
Fakes like I was
That's
going to
really
pass
scared
it
me away.
to
I
you.
can't wait to see that that reflection. Ooh.
In Holes, okay.
Yeah, and
Okay.
he had a couple other roles and other things.
Sure. Holes, the last Andrew Davis movie, I think. The Fugitive guy.
The who?
The Fugitive guy.
Oh, is that true?
It's a really weird late career switch up for him.
Huh.
Yeah. I mean, there's a through line, right? Wrongfully accused man.
Yeah.
Whew. All right. Is it me?
Yeah, you didn't go out of bounds.
I
or
love to
anything.
have the ball. It's one of my favorite things to do.
So close.
One of these days it'll go in, sort of from the top, you know?
Maybe it won't. We are being taken over right now.
Yeah. It happens when you sort of project such wimp energy as I do. Wah! 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 Whew. Okay, that is a point, I think.
Yeah, you did it. Holy shit!
mean,
Yeah, I didn't even think about it.
It's not going to be a dang shutout.
That is 9-1. It's your ball.
9-1. Yeah, it's my ball because, as we all know, when you make it, you take it.
That's true. That's
That's something I say very regularly. Okay, okay. You take it because I did not make it,
No.
and therefore I do not take it.
No, that's how it works.
Oh,
If you get it, as long as it doesn't go out of bounds.
okay.
So, yeah, I don't think any actor is better than Kevin Garnett as far as an athlete surprisingly goes.
Yeah.
Most of them are pretty bad. I watched a little bit of White Men Can't Jump, surprisingly, the new one.
The new one.
Surprisingly, Jack Harlow, not a good actor.
What? Come on. But the music.
He's a musician.
But the music was so good.
I know. You look at him and you think, he's gonna not only a good actor, but he's probably a really good basketball player.
You know, the week... Oh, this guy.
That's it.
He does a little hop.
They call that a layup.
We call that a little hopper, as we all know. The week I met my girlfriend, she was talking about how excited she was for the new Jack Harlow album from last year. Red flag. But even she, after a week of talking it up, the album dropped, and she was like, this is unlistenable. I think I'm out.
Wow.
Yeah.
That red flag turned to a green flag.
It turned into something more beige. Absence of Jack is not a promised quality.
So for listeners of the podcast, some kids just started playing basketball while we were playing basketball, kind of getting in our way, getting in my way in a way that made me feel very anxious.
And for the record, during what we're referring to as the takeover, I scored a point. So if Richie cuts that,
I won't cut that.
I am not a goose egg loser.
No. I did win though.
You did win. I don't know. It was 10-1. Is it one of those games like ping pong where you have to win by 2 or 3 or like 11? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I guess we should go back and play one more point. Just to be,
definitely.
Just to be safe.
I think 10-1 people are likely to go. That could have gone either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure you'll be on the podcast again. I assume you'll use this time to train.
100%.
And this is my goal for this whole thing, is to become just a 100% shooter. Make every shot I take. Maybe, to be more realistic, 90% shooter. But you know, also I do just want to, I didn't explain that since we got kind of bumped from our court, that we were just having a nice leisurely walk.
We're just having a nice leisurely walk.
Where we would maybe go play horse, which was the original plan. I was going to say we play Uncut instead of horse, or gem instead of horse, or Uncut Gems.
Oh, as the word.
Yes.
I was going to say, if we're playing Uncut and we just whip it out, I'm going to lose.
I would also lose.
We'd both lose that game. Now, if we were playing Gems and I whipped it out, I'd be fine.
Yes, correct.
So now that we're walking, do I have to talk about A Walk to Remember or Before Sunrise or something?
You just have to talk about any part of the movie where they're walking in it.
Oh my God, so much of it. Let's talk about that. So this movie, I think, is sort of the spiritual twin to Michael Clayton. You've seen Michael Clayton?
No.
Okay.
George Clooney?
George Clooney.
I think it's also on my list.
Sort of thriller. Definitely thriller. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
But really the iconic two stressed out guys running errands movies.
Sure.
So much of Gems is just this beautiful camera work on the part of whatever his name is, who is a Woody Allen favorite.
Oh,
no, their actual DP is a Woody Allen guy.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, the shot in the scene, the big annoying scene that drives everyone crazy, where...
Podcast brought to you by the CTA. Take a bus.
Yeah, take the bus.
Down Armitage.
Bus is good. Should we stay away from the road?
Yeah.
There's a whole park to walk around.
Yeah. Man, I really wish those kids didn't fucking take my spot.
Yeah, it was...
It was kind of rude, but I guess that's also part of what public basketball courts are, is that you're supposed to share. And
You've really
am not
reaffirmed a lot of my anxieties about public spaces.
Yes.
I often am like, well, should I just go play tennis? And then I'm like, well, what if I've broken the social contract and gone past 30 minutes, something everyone but me knew about?
Is that a true thing?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
But just in my mind, I'm going, if someone bumped me because of that, I would go, of course. Of course that rule exists, and I did not know. Anyway, what the heck were we talking about?
Walking Michael Clayton.
Walking Michael Clayton. Stressed out guys, running errands, camera work. Okay, the scene where Garnett is stuck in the entranceway.
Oh, sure.
That scene ends with the most glorious shot of a pissed off Lakeith Stanfield. I think it's maybe the last scene he's in. An extremely pissed off Lakeith Stanfield, just standing there as the camera swirls around him. And it's the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. I think that's an important element of the film. Is it's not just that I think it connects on this thematic level and that it says a lot about, like when I see the people yelling at service workers and stuff these days, I'm like, that's
You're
a
like,
Gems
good.
thing.
You're a gem.
Oh, I love it. I love it. If they can't afford to get a better job, they need to hear about it every day. But yeah, I feel as though it works on that level. It's this film about everyone thinking that they are sort of the most important person, or that their life is harder than everyone else's. But also, just got to be said, the confluence of that Daniel Lopatin soundtrack and
One Tricks Point Never.
And what's going on with him going, for Good Time, I'm Point Never. For Uncut Gems, I'm Daniel Lopatin. Okay.
I would bet it has something to do with the success of Good Time, and that he was like, oh, I don't want people to be like, I don't like that band, One Tricks Point Never. I'm not going to ask him, oh, there's this Daniel guy who did Uncut Gems? Yeah, I'll ask him to do it.
It has to be something about how he's trying to have two concurrent careers. I make movie soundtracks and I am a concert
It's like Danny Elfman is in Oingo Boingo.
Of course,
and he
But there's no real confusion there, because when Oingo Boingo soundtracked a film, which they did.
Yeah.
What movie was it?
Movie was it?
It was in a trivia I did recently. That was all of Oingo Boingo. So there was no way that they were going to call him just Elfman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we're coming to the natural conclusion of things.
Sure.
Trying to think of what else have we not.
So what would the usual activities be?
I mean, it would just be horse. Basically, continue. We would be able to have, a train of thought that continues and doesn't get derailed by children.
Right.
You walk onto the court and
then it's just horse conclusion.
Yes. Well, the full conclusion is that I want you to rate the movie, give your review, and while you're get to your star rating, try to dunk the ball.
Oh, of course,
because it's funny.
Well, if the court doesn't open back up, we can of course just tell people that I can dunk, and I do regularly.
Yeah, I could also. I mean, if you lay down the grass, I can use the grass as a green screen. Make sort of a dunk.
Okay. Here, I'll do it. And just make sure.
Yeah, actually, I will say that would be way too much work for me, but it would be very funny.
No. You can just put the raw footage in if it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Just let me know, what kind of position do I need to be in?
So stick the one arm up above your head, and then you're gonna put your other arm behind your back.
Oh.
Put your right palm down a little bit. Yeah.
Wow.
And then big smile.
Were they smiling when they dunked? What about my legs? Is this right?
Yeah, no, it's perfect.
Okay, and so then I'll hold this for a second, and can you just add a swish noise?
Yep. Hopefully I'm getting this on my camera, and you're good.
Wow.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
It does feel good. I have to say, running up to the hoop, I had a lot of uncertainty.
Mm-hmm.
But
you made it, and it was really impressive.
Well, I really felt the arms of the angels pick me up once I was in the air, That high school athlete never dies.
That's true.
Never truly.
That's true. You got that dog in you, as they say.
I got that dog in me. They can take the me out of the dog, but they can't take the
dog out of you.
Dog out of the me, as the saying goes. Yeah.
One thing I want to touch on is that I talked to a friend about this. He's a big 76ers fan. The team that Joel Embiid is on.
Yeah.
And he made the point that Uncut Gems would have been interesting with him because he's actually African.
Okay.
Which I would love to see pretty much every draft of this movie that they took 10 years to make. They also wanted Jonah Hill when Adam Sandler said he couldn't do it.
A disaster. Sounds like a disaster.
It sounds
I'm
like
out on Jonah. I've turned around.
This is also like 2013 Jonah.
Not the. I know they've been trying to make the movie for so long.
Yeah.
And that they had the whole thing where they brought it to Sandler, he turned it away, then 10 years later he comes back because Good Time's so fucking good.
Yeah.
And like, I don't think, my dad said this when he left the movie, he's like, I think the character just had to be old. I don't think that it has as much weight when if it's a 30-year-old guy trying to set his life on fire.
Sure.
But there's something really upsetting about seeing someone who's old enough to be your parent, really with none of the sense of responsibility you would hope someone who is in that position would have, right? He's like a father that has almost no fatherly preservation instinct. Yeah. Yes, he's loving, but I think the age makes it extra terrifying.
Yes. Yeah, I can agree with that. It would definitely be a different movie. If it might be on the Criterion Channel. They did like a little 30-minute doc about the Safdies.
Yeah.
And it was when they were making Good Time.
Yeah, I saw that.
And in it they show like a pre-production sort of like casting list of the movie of Uncut Gems.
Okay.
Which includes Jonah and the whale.
Oh, Fraser himself.
That's an idea. Jonah and the Whale, starring Jonah Hill
wow.
and Brendan Fraser.
Wow, and so Brendan Fraser would eat him?
Yes.
And so his whole genre now is fat phobia? That's all we're letting him do?
There is a play that was happening in Chicago, and they're like, Laurie Metcalf is in it.
If it's a play in Chicago, Laurie Metcalf is in it. That is always happening at Steppenwolf.
Yeah, that's what it was, and they were like, and it's the same as Tony-winning director, and I was like, oh shit, maybe I'll go. And they're like, and it's written by the guy who wrote The Whale. And I was like, no, you lost me.
Yeah, what if? I mean, we're all hating on The Whale, but what if the play just totally slaps? What if we watched it and we were like, I'm in?
My tweet about The Whale was, I wish The Whale was a play I didn't see instead of a movie that I did. Yeah, I think we're pretty much gonna wrap up. Give me your succinct review of the movie, including out of 5 basketballs.
Okay, well, for any listeners, I am of course on Letterboxd, and I once wrote thousands of words about this movie.
Sure.
My Letterboxd is A Overbye. That's over, like the word over, and then BYE, like goodbye.
And just look at your phone or wherever you're listening to the podcast. You'll see his last name.
Yeah, I should hope so.
Maybe linked in the description of the episode will be your Letterboxd.
I think that this is the a sort of essential movie of our rage moment.
Yes.
I think that even though it takes place in 2012, it really has its finger on it was already going on before COVID, but now in the post-COVID landscape, every single person is being Bogosian. Every single person is out here going, I am a scared little boy, but I'm going to scream at you about how I exposed my own ass, and make it your fault.
I think it's a mix of that character, that thing, and then also people doing the I guess we're around children right now. I'm so sad, I'm so effed up.
Yes. Oh, definitely. And
it's a combination of the two.
Look, I could talk about this movie for hours, but the Phil character is crucial. Because
he's from the future, and
he's from the future.
His whole family is.
Yeah, I wish I had a second Phil cultural reference to pull. He hangs
Phil
out with
Brooks,
Lil.
CM Punk. There you go.
That's good. Yeah, so there you go. I'm currently pushing Richie off the sidewalk with my body language. The Phil character, who of course ends up murdering Sandler, Sandler is a planning guy. Even though all of his plans go to shit and everything, gambling is all about feeling like he has control. Yeah,
and you said that he, wins every bet.
He wins all 3 bets,
but he's never in the green. He's consistently in the red.
Oh, absolutely.
But he would be out of the red if he wasn't such a piece of shit making people
Definitely. And so here's
fuck with his bets.
I think that what the movie really shows is that your material prosperity is almost always secondary to the way you are treating people.
Yeah.
Because with Phil and with many other people in the movie, he is saying, oh, don't worry, I've got a plan, I'll make this all work. And technically he is right. He will make it all work. He does win the bet in the end.
Yes.
He does screw over his father-in-law by having him bet on the gem. And it would have been totally fine because he wins the bet at the end. So his plans work, but what he can't do is read people.
Yeah.
And that's what the scene with his
And
wife is all
he can
about.
never stop.
He can never stop. But like with his wife, where he's like, let's get back together. He's just misreading her so egregiously.
He also, I think, in that scene, does a really good job of showing that this isn't what he wants. That he's just giving up. Like, he's like, yeah, she doesn't mean anything to me. And he has, like, sort of this, like, I don't mean what I'm saying.
Totally.
Tone and
He's
face.
complete, and his face looks totally wooden.
Yeah.
It's wonderful that she laughs at it.
Yeah.
I mean, what an incredible performance we barely talked about.
Also, well, yeah, she's also not in the movie enough for how incredible she is. And Safdie Brothers said that their mom, every Passover, puts on her bat mitzvah dress to show off that she can still fit into it.
Wow.
So that was
That's a great detail.
And then they didn't tell her until she saw the movie. So.
Yeah, I think that the movie is written in this incredible way where scenes like that, that scene doesn't actually inform the plot and it doesn't cause the end of the movie to happen, but it shows us why the end of the movie happens.
Yeah.
Because we see there that he is completely unable to see the hurt he's causing other people.
Yes.
And is similarly then unable to read that even though he won, he has pissed off a man to the point where he is about to kill him.
Yeah.
Which I think to the audience is pretty evident.
Yeah, it's still, I still
shocking.
remember the shock.
Yes.
How, like, god damn, I keep almost falling off the sidewalk.
At this point, I'm not almost pushing you off. These ones are on you.
Yeah, no, I just have like really kind of weak ankles, which will be exploited at some point on the show.
Right.
And I keep
Exploited, you said?
Yeah, I think that people will be like, oh, he has weak ankles. All I have to do is move this way, and he'll trip and tear something and have to stop the podcast.
Wow, you got to bring me back on. I'm going to mess you up so bad. I was hoping that you were using that as a tease for future episodes. And of course, one of these episodes, I'll be explaining my weak ankles. Stay tuned.
Nope.
But yeah, I think the movie is incredible. It's my absolute favorite film. I think that almost every scene when I rewatch it has some little character element that I didn't pick up on before. It's a rich text worth examining, and I'm always disappointed in people when they write it off because it's profane. It is the sacred and profane baked together.
Yeah, I agree. The first time I saw this movie in theaters, my now ex-girlfriend, who I was living with at the time, was out of town, and I was like, I'm sorry, I have to see it.
Yeah.
Again, now she's my ex-girlfriend, so that's maybe part of it.
This is why you guys broke up, right?
Well, then she was like, okay, as long as you go see it with me when it's like fully in theaters. So it was limited release.
Right.
And I was like, perfect, sounds good. And then I saw the movie, and I was like, fuck, I have to go see that again.
Yeah.
And it is, the second time was more fun to be able to sit next to somebody who doesn't know what's about to happen.
Yes.
Third time, I just remember enjoying it. Fourth time, for some reason, just full-on panic attacks. Don't know why, but
the soundtrack is like, it just like bears into your skull.
Yeah, it truly
There's
does.
that techno song, not techno, that's the wrong word to use, but there's that electronic song that plays during the kidnapping scene, and then 2 or 3 minutes into it, they start doing these like drags on the cello. It's just, it's panic attack material.
Yeah.
It truly is. Well, God, what did I want to say? I'm losing my thought. You edit this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uncut Gems, 2019, starring Adam Sandler. Oh, yeah, Adam Sandler. So it was a ton of fun to go see this movie in theaters, which I think I saw it 7 times.
Oh, my God.
Because it attracted so many different types of people. It attracted the sports people. It attracted the Sandler people who hated it for the most part.
Yeah.
And it was so funny, speaking of the sports people, how every time I went, everyone with a shaved head leaned over to their girlfriend and started talking when the parlay happened at the end. They like people would be like, that means that all three of them have to happen at once, and one of them is the tip-off. What the fuck? Like, it was just like every meathead was like, I'm exposing myself right now.
Yeah, I mean, a necessary thing. I still talk about like the actual bets I place, and people are like, wait, excuse me? And I'm like, yeah, I put like $5 down on like these 8 things happening.
Yeah.
And if it hits, I get like $200, and then I lose $5 because of course it doesn't happen.
I want to be clear, Richie. I don't think betting is stupid. I think that mansplaining to your girlfriend in the middle of a movie is stupid.
I would say, I don't think they're mansplaining. I think they're explaining because they probably know. They probably know that their girlfriend does not know what a parlay was, and I didn't know what it was. But I'm sure the second time I saw it, I was like, that means all 3 of them got a hit. I Googled what the definition.
And you did have a shaved head in 2019, and you have duped me here.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
I was a skinhead in 2019.
I mean, I went to see it 7 times. I was probably there for 3 of your viewings.
I was in New York City, so if you came out to get the full experience of watching it in the...
So you're out Safdieing me, and it's fine.
Yeah. Basically, I've sort of lived this movie. I love this movie. I think it's one of my... It would definitely be in my top 20.
Okay.
I think...
Above or below Good Time?
Above. But I don't have the same kind of relationship I have with Good Time.
Right.
I want... I think that we should do like another like best top 10 of 2010 lists, maybe 2025 at some point, just to include those films that came out in 2019 that we
I was frankly shocked that the 2022 Sight and Sound didn't have it up there at number 1.
It's very similar to Gene Dielman.
Yeah.
A movie I haven't seen but own.
Yeah, but we haven't seen it, but we can say it's definitely similar. It's really similar.
Yeah, they have characters reading from a script.
You can put this could be the pull quote for the friggin' episode. Gene Dielman's like, that's just like a chick Howie Ratner. Like, come on.
Whoever plays Gene Dielman is basically the Adam Sandler of whatever country that movie takes place in.
Yeah, totally. I'm getting mad now about how much Dielman cribbed from the Safdies.
But yeah, also my current hot take that I haven't said or posted because I think I don't know what I think people will either think nothing of it or people will think I'm an idiot for it.
Great. But it's going out live to the listeners now.
Or maybe I'll cut it out. Who knows? I think that when they do the best of the 20s top movies lists, I think Babylon is going to be in a lot of people's top 10s. Perfect movie.
Oh my God. Okay.
It's a perfect movie. It's great. And I think people are only going to look back and be like, wow, I underappreciated that when it came out.
Here's my thing about Babylon. Look, the current Regals and AMCs are trash in the regard that you go to a movie that's like at all quiet or character driven, and you will hear like Fast 10 or Avatar Next Door or whatever, like really loud.
Yeah.
And I went to see this 3-hour film, Babylon, at a AMC, and there was
which AMC?
And what's that?
Which AMC?
I went to the AMC Evanston.
Okay.
So it was like I was not seeing it on. I love to go to the Skokie. That's my go-to. Sure. But I don't have a car, so it's like sometimes I go to the Evanston.
To the Skokie.
That would be a rough bike for me. You bike on Tui? How do you get there?
I take Elston.
That's good. Wow, this guy's good. I went to the Evanston one, and I'd already seen Avatar: The Way of Water, and I sat down for Babylon. The 2 showtimes basically lined up, so the whole movie I was hearing Avatar: The Way of Water. And then at the end, this fucking movie showed me Avatar. I've never been slapped in the face so egregiously.
I saw Babylon, not that we're talking about that movie, but one day I will because I love it.
I can't even imagine what the activity will be for that.
It'll still be basketball, but
Wait, it's going to be basketball for every season?
for every season, it's going to be basketball.
Oh, okay.
It's just right now we're talking about basketball movies.
Wow.
Yeah, I was doing a bit. I thought we were doing a bit earlier.
Well,
when you said change to that.
no, this is interesting to me. Just to be mean to you, doesn't that mean that this will be like the most canonical season of the podcast?
Yes, but I wanted to start it off this way.
No, I think it makes sense.
And I also have more basketball movies, so it's going to be 10, and then I can come back.
On my podcast, we hold off on doing all the books people actually want us to do for years, and no one listens to our podcast. So I think your plan is great.
Thank you. I hope people listen to this stupid fucking podcast where I change the topic to Babylon real quick.
Right.
Anyway, I saw it at Music Box. Like sneak preview, packed theater, maybe no empty seats, everybody laughing, everybody having the time of their lives.
Wow.
Truly one of the best movie experiences I've ever seen, to the point where I own it on Steelbook 4K, and I was afraid to watch it because I was like, what if it sucks?
Right.
And I hate, and it doesn't live up to what it was. But the other day I did some mushrooms and watched it, and I loved it, and
Wow.
I still think it's perfect.
I kind of don't like it, but I like that you do.
I think you should give it another shot some time.
I mean, look, recently unemployed, I got time.
There you go. So yeah, I give Uncut Gems a 5-star rating.
Oh, I'm
or
supposed to
five,
be rating it
five
with
basketball.
stars?
Sorry.
I give Uncut Gems 5 broken femurs.
Sure.
Out of 5, of course.
Here, if they are still making posters with quotes, feel free to use this. Uncut Gems is a slam dunk.
Wow. Wow. That's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one. Audiences won't have to ball check this one.
I think that's perfect.
Wow.
I also do have to say I love that at the end, when Howard is shot in the head, that he has a smile on his face.
Well, okay, not to launch into a whole other thing, I'll make it quick, but both of the now popular Safdie Brothers films, Good Time and Uncut Gems, have happy endings.
Yeah.
Even though they are horrifically stressful films,
Yep.
Uncut Gems ends in a way Howard does not know that he is dying. He is at his moment of greatest ecstasy,
Yep.
and all that could come for him
Yep.
was a further whole morass that he got himself into. So
I'm curious what happens with Julia Fox, because she just is coming back to New York with the money. Do they wait for her because she knows she's coming? Does she know that she doesn't get in contact with Howie? There's a whole other thing we could go on there.
here's my question. Are Phil and the other guy locked in the store?
That is a good question. I feel like I've seen that theory.
Because
somewhere,
how would
but
they
you're
they
right.
would have to do such fuckery to get it open.
You're right. Yeah, maybe they don't win.
Maybe they don't win.
But we won by playing basketball and talking about
We
this
won by
podcast.
playing basketball. Can
And
I ask
getting
on a
kicked off the
meta
court.
level?
Yeah.
Because I assume this podcast is going to go for a while. What's your plan for the takeover in the future?
Just hope it doesn't happen again.
Great.
I'll figure it out.
So let's just start. You know, the people in World War I,
Yeah.
they made the grave error of assuming that this would be the only time. They called it the Great War.
Oh, well,
Let's just
yeah.
start calling this the Takeover 1.
Sure.
So
Yeah. Takeover 1. We'll see what happens with future episodes. I'm very open to suggestions from people who are listening or watching, or listening and watching. How I can make this better. It's an experiment. It's a weird, I think, great experiment. I think it's a fun idea. I think the future is bright for moving screen, which is a basketball term, by the way.
I don't get it.
It's like a foul on offense. It's hard to explain, but moving screen is a basketball term, and you watch a moving screen while watching a movie.
There's no screen on the court.
There is when you're playing defense, and that's you can look it up online.
Okay.
Anyway, Andrew, do
You know the podcast is going great when he starts saying you can go look that up online.
do you have anything you want to plug?
Yeah, absolutely. I host a podcast called Authorized Novelizations Podcast. It is a podcast that concerns itself with the novelizations of films. So if you don't know, prior to 2004, most films released by major studios got novels written based on their scripts that were released either in tandem or sometimes very far before the film would come out. These authors are kept on a variety of different leashes. Sometimes it is just the movie on the page and it sucks so much ass. And sometimes, like with Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, an episode everyone should check out if they are interested.
Who's the guest on?
That is Patrick Willems of just his YouTube channel. Okay. I guess it's just his name associated with everything. Also, the best novelization ever written that we've discovered so far is Cowboys and Aliens by Joan D. Vinge.
Interesting.
An episode definitely worth checking out. But sometimes these authors take a ton of liberties, and it's a completely different beast, and even better than the film. On all social media, we are Authorized Pod, and wherever you get your podcasts, we are Authorized Novelizations Podcast.
Cool. By the time this comes out, my episode on Spider-Man 3 will come out.
Your episode on Spider-Man 3 is coming out in a week.
A week from this recording.
8 days from now.
Cool.
You
And
might
then
have
we'll
2
also
episodes out by then.
we'll
see.
record. We're recording another episode.
Hey Arnold, the movie.
Hey Arnold the movie in a couple, 2 weeks, a week.
Something like that.
Week and a half. But yeah, thanks for listening to Moving Screen.
Or
if you
watching.
If you like what you heard and want to see it, go to patreon.com/moving screen. Subscribe on all the apps and stuff. Follow me on Twitter at I am Richie Owens. Follow me on Instagram at I am Richie Owens. And as always, I'll see you on the court.
And also, if you are on the Patreon and you didn't like what you saw, unsubscribe.
Yes.
Yes.
But tell me why. Give me a Backstreet Boys. Tell me why. All right, that's the end of the show. Bye bye. See you on the court. I love you.
Always good to have a laugh to go out on.